critical wellness is a term coined by Tyrone C. Howard and his co-authors in this really fantastic book called All Students Must Thrive, which I highly recommend. And they define critical wellness as the idea of fostering wellness plus critical pedagogy plus critical race theory. So what they're looking at is the idea that we have to understand the ways that social, political, historical, economic factors impact our ability to be well. The way that I think a lot of teachers might think about wellness is, oh, did my student eat this morning? Did they sleep enough last night? Are they managing their stress? And then maybe trying to address those elements of wellness by teaching about, oh, turn off your phone before you go to sleep, or here's a granola bar, have something to eat. But critical wellness would really be zooming out and looking at how are the systems preventing wellness and what's our role in that. So, for example, do students have access to healthcare? Do their parents have access to well-paying jobs and transportation? And I think for some teachers that might feel overwhelming to start thinking about because, okay, well, what am I supposed to do if my student doesn't have healthcare? But there's really, it's tough. There's this both and that both, yes, that's true. As an individual teacher, you can't fix all these social conditions. And as an individual teacher, you have a role to play. So even just something like teaching kids about their disrupted sleep, for example, if you're coming at it from a critical wellness mindset, then you could help students understand things like, okay, yeah, turn off your phone before you go to sleep. But you could also help them understand what it means to be living through, for example, a global pandemic and the collective trauma that we're all experiencing. You could help them understand the different economic factors that lead to, like grind culture and the idea of you can never work enough. You can help them understand basically how all those factors are at play so that, yes, they can try out some strategies, but they're doing it in a way where they're also developing sort of their understanding and their political consciousness. And to me, that's trauma-informed education, because what you're doing is you're being responsive to the stress that's already there, and you're preparing students to critically engage with the world so they can go out and disrupt those cultural pieces that are continuing to perpetuate trauma.